back again. Told you it wouldn't be long before I started my next project. This project here is going to be a portrait of someone. I don't want to say who it's going to be yet, but it's somebody very special to me, of course. And I use a board, 20 by 24. It is gesso, but it's rather rough, so I'm going to gesso it again about 3 times, and I'll sand it down before I actually put the picture of the portrait on there and start to paint it. I use a big old tub, Jerry's gesso, and I will put it on. First I'll go, let's see here. I think I'm gonna go vertical and then horizontal, then I go back vertical again because that's how my picture is going to end up. Vertically, there's going to be 2 people on this canvas, and when I get that all started, I'll transfer my picture on. And this is kind of nice and moist. I try to. I think it's pretty good. It doesn't look like it needs to be mixed or anything, but I'm going to put this on my board. You're not going to be watching me, because I gotta work at this really quick and I don't have the means to hold the camera at the same time I'm actually painting. That's something I'll have to advance at. But I just wanted you to know that I'm getting started on my next painting, and I'm gonna try to do some videos in between so that you can see what I do and how I do it. Maybe not all of it, but some of it, give you an idea. Anyway, see you later. Okay, I just finished gessoing it. I gessoed everything on each side except for the bottom part because it's wet. So once it dries, I'll turn it over, gesso this, let it dry. Alrighty, so I'm getting ready to gesso this. I gessoed it vertically. I should have started horizontally first because this is the way the layout is going to be, but I didn't. So instead of putting 3 coats on, I'm going to put 4 coats on, and I've already sanded this down. I just kind of and about this size here, and I sanded it all down and wiped it all off. And now I'm going to add another coat of gesso, just a thin coat. I really should probably take this and put it in another container, but I didn't, so the next time I will. So I'm just gonna add this and get this on here, and just this kind of moist here, and I just add a small layer, and then I kind of go over it a little bit. Now you won't be able to see me do all of this. Now we're not even going to video all of this because it's boring. And what I try to do is, you got grooves here in the canvas in order to grab the paint. And I like mine a little bit smoother, and probably another reason why mine is not very smooth is because I don't always add enough paint. As people who are new, that's what they do. And this washes off my hands, so I'm not even worried about that in itself. So I'll get this done, and then I'll come back and show you the sanding part. This, you know, in Arizona, if I really wanted this to dry, I can put this right outside and this will dry really, really quick. I can't say how much time because it has been a while since I put my paintings in the, put them outside in the sun. But I like this to dry naturally. I mean, I don't know if it'll crack, but I don't want any cracks, so I just let it take its time, you know? And try to get as smooth as I can. That way I don't have a lot of sanding to do. And it gets in the grits. Like I said, I like this a little bit smoother. When it has that tooth on it like that, I have to add more layers of paint because I don't add enough paint. That's my issue. And being a new painter, I just don't do that. So I got this on. Normally what I do is I tilt it up just a little bit and I'll get it so, because there's a lip there, and try to avoid that lip. And then I go vertically like that. And then that dries, and then I'll flip it and turn and do this. And then once that dries, I sand it down, and then I turn my painting, you know, the long ways, and then I add another coat. And I do the same thing. I'm gonna do that another 2 more times before this will be ready for me to transfer my picture on. And I've already drawn my picture on a piece of paper that for you know, like tracing. So I have that clear paper that I draw my picture on, and then I transfer it on here. That way I've taken care of all my mistakes. I don't have to make them on the canvas. I'm not that great at drawing. I intend on getting better, but this is where I'm at right now. Okay, I have my sandpaper, and then I usually put it on top of something because I don't want it to get dirty down there. And I try to keep my hands clean, but that's really hard to do when you come outside lifting up chairs, because you just transfer that on. Then I just take it and I just sand it. You really should be wearing a mask, which I don't have. I didn't put it on. So with my next layer, I'll make sure I put my mask on, because this chalky stuff actually get collected in the lungs, because cancer, breathing problems don't have that much sanding to do, because I put really thin food. Then I kind of do this in a circular motion, and then in a circular motion. So I kind of hold my breath, and then I just feel it. Make sure it feels good all over. Feel for it here. Then I'll wipe this off and put another coat on it. Got 2 more coats to go. I'll do this until I get those 2 coats done, and then I'm ready to transfer my picture onto the canvas. There. I dare not let you see me on video today. So what I am going to be doing today, I already got my 4 coats of, gosh, what is that stuff called? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. My 4 coats of gesso on there. So the gesso's on there, it's been sanded off and everything. I wiped it all off so that it wouldn't have any chalky stuff all over it. And I'm about to get my canvas prepared for me to transfer my drawing over. I don't want to show you the drawing yet because I want it to be a surprise. And this is going to be of a person that I care a lot about. This is watered down, so I have like a lot of damn salt on this because I don't want a real thick coat. I want it to dry because I want to be able to see the tracing that once I put the drawing on here, I want to be able to see it. And sometimes when you have too much darkness on there, then you can't see the outline like you want it to. So I put mine in a little Gamsol and water it down. And then I'm doing this in oil. I'm not doing it with acrylic because from what I understand, there's been some kind of controversy going on with it, saying that it may not be archivable. They don't know if the paint will adhere, the oil paint will adhere to the acrylic. And that's what I used to do it in. So I decided I'm going to do this in oil and just let it dry. And basically what I want to do is just want to get all the white off of here so that when I do go to cover this, it covers with the paint that I'm using. So yeah, you can see I'm just trying to get it in the grooves. It's not going to be that neat. Not worried about neatness right now. More, I'm worried about covering the canvas. So you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. I will actually show you once it's done what it looks like. So see you in a few minutes. Good morning. So I've gessoed my board 4 times, sanded it down, and then I used some Gamsol, watered it down with burnt sienna, and I covered my board with that. The purpose in doing that is so that I don't have any, a lot of white spaces where the paint won't cover it. So we want to make sure that covers it. I like the way that the burnt sienna shows the warmth come through. So anyway, you can see who I'm painting here. If you don't know who this is, I'm not going to tell you. You'll find out as we work on it. I am sitting here studying this, trying to decide what colors I need to use to mix to get this started and fill in my dark tones first. I did notice that in the eyes and one of these, they're not kind of lined up. So I'm gonna have to fix that as I paint so that the eyes don't look crooked and I insult the person that I'm painting. So anyway, As you'll see, I'll probably try to go through this. I probably won't, because I'm slow, paint this and show you every step. But gradually I'll come through and show you where I'm at and what I'm actually doing. So right now I've think that what I need is a cerulean blue, and I'm using ivory black and white to get the tones of the background here. And you're gonna know who it is once I show you this picture. This is the picture that I'm painting. And I'm painting this because my brother asked me to paint a picture with him in it. And I asked a very good friend who knows a lot about design, her name is Carmen, which one she thought I should paint. And she said she liked this one because the ocean is back there and we're showing so much love and affection for one another. And it, to her, felt like healing. And I would agree. This was a picture of when I was sick and when COVID was here. I took the visit to go and see him because my lungs were so bad that all I wanted to do was sit by the ocean. I didn't want to do much else. Soak up the sun and sit by the ocean. And I do believe that really helped to heal me. So anyway, I'm going to put these colors together and start painting this, and we'll see how far we get, and I'll come back and show you what I've done. Talk to you later. There's not much in here. I'm going to try to use this up. Don't need much black. Okay, let's see what we get here. And I think I'm going to use it's a synthetic brush. I don't usually have much luck with it, but we're going to try this. So I'm going to mix this together here. I usually keep it in my lap. Kind of sometimes will brace it there. I know that's dangerous because it can flip over, but legs here. And so let's get this out. A bit of this. And a little bit of black. I want it dark because, you know, the waves are going to paint over. I do want it relatively dark so it shows up. Let's see. That's a little too dark. Don't need a lot of black. Sometimes you add too much and you just keep playing with it until you get it where you want. And I'll probably use all of this up anyway. Let's get in there. It's about there actually. rest of this. It is there. So I'm not going to do the horizon line yet. I'm just going to kind of go in with all of these little marks here, and I'm going to fill those in. And I usually put my pinky finger around there. And okay, so I'm getting a little bit further along here. So you can see what I'm doing here. I like this brush. I'm getting used to it now. So I dip it into a little bit of Gamsol to thin it out just a little so I can get it to spread. This is pretty thick. And I like to use my palette knife sometimes whenever that says paint. It's easier to bring it to me sometimes. And I'll just keep going in this way until these are filled up. A lot of people ask me to come and hang out with them, and you know, go sit by the pool or whatever. But pool's nice sometimes, but this is where I find most of my joy. It's a meditative process, and I get in the zone, and I'm happy. I'm happy here. So it's nothing against people, but I'm with people all day. Where I get most of my fulfillment is here. It's where I want to be. So if you want to spend some time with me, most likely, it's better to spend time with me in my space, because that's where I'm going to be enjoying myself. And a lot of times I just won't go anywhere. Enjoy this. So I'll just keep going like this until I've filled in all the water spaces. Then I'll come back and maybe add a little bit more darkness to it in different places where I don't feel like it's dark enough. And this one, I need to add more paint. So sometimes when it's too wet, you put it on, you take it off because it's too wet. And that means you need to let it dry a little bit. And then come back and add another layer. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'll come back and show you a preview of where I'll be working at later.